Slash Agent Buckaroo. How the heck are you? You know who I am. It worked today, so I'm starting this the second episode of Monday Night News at 10. We might cover some current events. We might not. We're going to play her by ear, man. I am going to pop a beer, though. The first one is the M80 Lager, a 6.6% American style rice lager. I call it a kinder, gentler malt liquor. Yeah, I mean, it gives you that high powered, a lot of people think malt liquors are higher in ABV than they truly are. But most are about 5.8, 5.9. This one at 6% is just that quintessential American style beer, just easy to drink. It's one you don't need to get pretentious with. You just drink it. That makes it that perfect. It makes it that perfect, after work beer. It makes it that perfect lawnmower beer, if you will. So, anyways, poured some here in my banter glass and slush here. Oh, allergies have been brutal here. Especially the pollen here is so wicked. Oh, man, that's a nice beer. It's a beer that tastes like a beer. You don't need to do this with it. You don't need to swirl it around. No, you just need to drink it, man. Anyway, I digress. So to cover some current events, well, we all know we just had a debate, the great debate last week. Kind of depending on who won, sort of fell right along party lines as we knew it would. I mean, quite frankly, as I said before the debate, I mean everybody's already made up their mind. It doesn't matter who won, who lost. Um, some say Biden looked frail, wasn't very responsive. Well, Trump just lied his way all the way through it, like he typically does. I mean, it's not an opinion. I mean, these are 50 verifiable lies in 90 minutes. No, I mean, So, does the person that cheat really win? Really win? I guess. I don't know, man. It's ridiculous. But I mean, as I've seen on social media, after January 6th, we all pick sides. Uh, yeah, I mean, you've got an older person who may not be as quick as you'd like him to be, going up against somebody who tried to overthrow the government. So to me, the choice is simple. And I'm not sure why it's not that simple to everybody. Yes, but that guy tried to overthrow the government. That guy tried. That guy incited an insurrection, tried to overturn a fair election. So no, there is no good reason for voting for him. We now know that he's a rapist. That's been clear in the courts. He's now a convicted felon. So that's really the basket you want to put all your eggs in. I'm afraid morality and integrity has left you completely. Uh, um, yeah, Olympic trials have been going on this week. That's the positive. I've really been enjoying watching that. I love the Olympics. My wife knows I get very involved. I quit doing everything, but when I'm able to be home, I am watching those Olympics, man. And I like the fact that they're now staggered. We got every 2 years we got Olympics, either winter or summer. And I love the winter games, I do, but I love the track and field events. Those are always my favorite, watching those track and field events. And we got some folks, right? Noah Lyles, Cindy McLaughlin. Oh man, Sydney, I meant to say. Some great things going on there, man. So yes, I will be looking forward to when the Olympics start. I've really been enjoying watching the trials. I don't really pay much attention to gymnastics this time around, either men or women. It's not an event that really does a lot for me, to be honest with you. But I love the track and field events, man. I've been enjoying the heck out of watching those. There we go. I got that adjusted. Work fine tonight. They give me some issues getting that privacy adjusted, but there we go. Trying to. I'm just. I got tired of trying to sit up behind the backdrop, so I'm just sitting on my couch here with the my fireplace in the background here, and you can see a few decorations my wife has set up, but also my lanyard from the Saxon Uriah Heep concert back in May is hanging up behind me, and then off to the side there, you can see some of my glassware, but mostly, more importantly, my dad's. But my sister made for my dad. It has his medals on there and such. Doesn't have his Purple Heart for some reason. I don't know if that got misplaced somewhere, but his Bronze Star is up there. My brother tried to research how he got the Bronze Star, but a lot of the records were destroyed in the fire in St. Louis. Uh, and it seems that some of the some of them were classified. So we're not really sure how he got it, other than he got it. We do know that Dad never talked about it. Hell, we never even know he had it until he sold the house and was moving out, and it was very deep in the closet in a box. Dad never had it displayed, never talked about it. Like right there is a fundamental difference from the greatest generation to generations of today. It seems like everybody wants to talk about everything and write books and be on TV and make up stories. That generation didn't. Maybe that's why they were the greatest generation. I mean, they were flawed. Many were deeply flawed, uh, but they did a lot of things right that other generations weren't able to accomplish. And maybe that's why, because they had that selfless attitude. They just did things that had to be done, and they did things they didn't want to do. They did some things that they hated themselves for, but they did the things that had to be done that others weren't willing to do, and then didn't want to talk about it later. They didn't want to write books about it. They didn't want to be famous. And now we got other generations that do this thing, and they want some notoriety. I mentioned it's the perfect first beer of the day. This is my first beer of the day. I just got home from work a little bit ago and have to kind of get this set up, relax a little bit. For beer number two, we're going to stay along the same lines, but we're going to drop some ABV a little bit. 5.1%. This is the Hellas Lager from KC Brewing out of Kansas City, Missouri, oddly enough. I'm staying all of Missouri tonight. I've got two. If I have all three, I've got two from Banter and one from KC here. But I'm going to do this one for number two, and then we'll play number three by ear and show you how beautiful that pours. Oh, excuse me. Hope I didn't get any on you. Oh, mercy, that first beer, man. Traditional German style beer, Helles Lager, a Munich style golden lager. Oh, there you go. Oh, man. I told you. Oh, I was fine actually until I left work. And even that little bit out leaving work from work to the car and then getting home. In fact, I didn't even go outside when I got home, but the garage and this thing has come in. Oh man, there's just. But the pollen was absolutely brutal today. So, oh mercy. Pour the rest of that in here. Now that is about ready, but I feel another sneeze coming on me. Damn it. Yeah, I've really been enjoying watching the Olympic trials. I'm looking forward to the actual games. Think we'll do well. You know, I don't get into that end of it as much as some do because I don't think, although I like to see the American athletes win, don't get me wrong. I want to see the best athletes win, and I don't necessarily care if they're from America. When I watch the Olympics, I see folks like again Noah Lyles and Sydney McLaughlin. They're just amazing. So I would love to see them win. But I also enjoy other countries, especially I love an underdog. So when an underdog, no matter what country they're from, wins, I love that. I love the underdog stories, because especially at this level, it seems like 99% of the time you expect the favorites to win. Because I mean, there's rankings. The folks in the top three are probably going to be the ones that get the medals. It's not going to be this guy that's ranked 20th. But sometimes strange things happen. So that's why I love watching the Olympics. I like watching the swimming too. I was watching a lot of swimming early on. So that'll be fun to watch. I don't get into the gymnastics as much as some. It's really never done a whole lot for me, to be honest. I will probably watch them during the actual games, but I didn't pay attention to much during the trials. Oh man, that is a nice beer. KC Beer Co. does some great stuff, man. Again, some of the flavors in the rose are very similar to the one I just had. Even though this is an adjunct free lager here, just the way the rice is used in that M80 is just spectacular. It's giving you that great big high powered beer. But this one is just a classic. It's just that relax, man, have a beer kind of beer. You get a little pretentious with it though if you want to, because like I said, it's a pure beer. It's an all malt lager. You can relax and enjoy it. It's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay. Ugh. What else has been going on? Oh, the Supreme Court. Yeah, we're well aware that the current Supreme Court is the most corrupt in our country's history. I think. Oh man, it's crazy. I mean, the job of the Supreme Court is to make decisions on the rule of law, not personal political opinions. And this current court is clearly bought and paid for. This is what happens when good people don't get out and vote. We end up with corruption. So we'll see. We'll see how it all shakes out come election time. I don't watch a lot of the news leading up to it. I mean, I didn't watch the debate because it didn't matter to me. I mean, the results speak for themselves. I mean, the 4 years under Trump were disastrous. The last 4 years have been much better for everybody. So, I mean, for me, it's easy. I'm not going to vote for the felon. I'm not going to vote for the racist. I'm not going to vote for the rapist. I'm not going to vote for the guy who tried to overthrow the government. No, why? Because I'm not an idiot. And even where my particular politics side, I don't want a Supreme Court that's full of folks that think just like me either. But I want folks that will do their job and not be bought and paid for. and it's clear that this current court cannot do that. They are bought and paid for. They're not making decisions by rule of law. It is clearly all political at this juncture in time. So we'll see how it all shakes out come election time. I'm thinking that American public will have some sense and do the right thing. I'm not concerned about the polls because I think they're skewed. Uh, I think there's a certain segment of society that isn't taking part of the polls, and those are the folks that made the difference 4 years ago. Those are the folks that are going to make the difference this year. It's the younger folks. It's that generation that's going to do the right thing because our generation has really screwed shit up. Don't even get me started on boomers. Don't even get me started. Hey, Vanessa, how are you? Those boomers, man. Is there a more selfish bunch than boomers? I don't think so. It's all about me, me, me with those folks. I'm generalizing. All of my siblings are my three older siblings, I should say, are boomers. I know. I apologize for this. I was generalizing. I know. I know. Republican boomers. Let me say that. Let me put a finer point on it. Anyway, anyway, I digress. Uh, Sometimes I do intentionally stir the pot. I've been accused of that before. I'll be sitting typing something, laughing my ass off. My wife says, "You're irritating now." Oh, I had a friend post something about uh, horoscopes and the toxic traits for each sign in Gemini. So, and for the Gemini, it said, I might paraphrase slightly, but it said, once they find out you dislike them, they'll go out of their way to make it worse. That is so true. I'm making my mission. It becomes a moral imperative. I mean, I've had some cousins on social media go at me, and I will keep pounding it. I will keep pounding it, and I will keep pounding it. And yeah, I've had some relatives unfriend me because I won't let it go, man. I'm like a dog with a bone. Once I know something about you, I'm going to use it. Once I know what your weaknesses are, once I know what your prejudices are, once I'm very familiar with your bigotry, your ignorance. Oh yeah, I'm going to work on it, and I'm going to pound it and pound it and pound it. And they unfriend me. Go, oh, there it is. I told my wife, so and so just unfriend. Oh, lost this cousin, lost that cousin. I haven't lost any brothers and sisters yet, but it might be only a matter. Anyway, anyway, I digress. Let me knock this one back here. Oh, mercy. Thought about having three, but boy, I'm bloated after two. So we're gonna call it quits here. And we're about 20 minutes in anyway. I am. I am Tom the Beer Whisperer, Beer Evangelist, Prolific Beer Drinker, Purveyor of Wisdom. Man, thanks for tuning in, guys. I think I forgot to mention all wrong good guy, but y'all get it.